Welcome to. Okay, got it. Okay. Good evening, everyone. You all are welcome to this session of data analytics with Python, organized by Business Data Laboratory. I'm going to be your tutor for tonight, and my name is Faida Kolabilu. I'm a data scientist and an R-Shiny developer, and as well as Scrum Master. It's nice having you all here. Can I get to meet everyone here too? Miss Benita, sorry, please, can you introduce yourself briefly, your name, where you're joining us from, and the reason you're joining us tonight?
Okay, my name is Benita. I work as a content administrator. I'm joining from Lagos. And last year, I took some very basic course on Python. I would just very like to broaden that knowledge. I would like to branch out into data analytics.
Wow, that's interesting. I wish you best of luck in your new pursuits. Yes, then Mr. Adedamola Adeshina, can we meet you? Your name, where you're joining us from, and the reason.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, my name is Adeshina Adedamola. I'm joining from Lagos. Presently, I'm the retail development manager at a Grand Hook Limited, a beverage company. I study electrical electronics and information technology, and I'm a PMP certified, professional.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining. Then Miss Faith Oyewale Olabisi, can we meet you, ma'am? Your name, where you're joining us from, and the reason you're joining us tonight for this session. Oh, network is back. Okay, Mr. Oriaki Emmanuel. Mr. Oriaki Emmanuel, can you hear me, sir? What about Mr. Khalid Musa Muhammad? Okay, I think the network is a bit bad. Sorry. So tonight, my screen here has a list of things we're going to be treating tonight. The first thing is we're going to be clearing some things about why you should choose a career as a data analyst. Why a career as a data analyst? We're going to be answering that question. Then the other one is why Python? Why is it why do you care about using Python for your data analytics? Then why learn from us? Why learn from Business Data Laboratory Limited? Then we get to meet our instructors. Then, so why a career as a data analyst? First of all, who is a data analyst? Then by that, we're going to answer the question, what does data analytics entail? Data analytics is the process of examining data sets in order to find trends, insights, and draw conclusions about the information that data sets contain. And data analytics is done with the aid of some systems, some specialized systems and software. Which part of it is Python that we're going to be using for our analytics tonight. So then, who is a data analyst? A data analyst is a professional who is saddled with the responsibility of finding insights from data sets and using that to draw conclusions about the information the data sets contain, and as well to be able to make better decisions concerning the data sets. So what does a data analyst do? So first of all, one of the things the data analyst do, having already stated the problem the data analyst wants to use the data to answer. The first thing is to source and gather data. We have different sources of data. It could be online, it could be from someone's website or from a certain company's website. It could be open, it could be closed, it could be a public data, it could be a private one. So it's the duty of the data analyst to source and gather the data that will be used for data analytics. So after that one, then clean and organizes the data. Usually, especially when it comes to real life data, it's not really possible for you to see a data that is 100% clean. No matter how little, you still have to make some transformations and to clean the data. But you can't just take the data from the raw state down to analysis. It's not done that way. It's going to be giving you errors, and by that, you're not going to have accurate conclusions from that data. So you have to clean the data, then organize it to conform for the analysis you want to use it for. Then afterwards, use the data to reach meaningful conclusions. It depends on the problem you want to use your data to answer. So after having cleaned it, then organize it. Then you now use it to reach meaningful conclusions from the results gathered from the data. Then after that, you have to communicate results through visuals and reports. For this, you have to communicate your reports to your results through visuals, that's by either dashboards or reports. And this one, it's to measure it to the stakeholders and also your audience. They have to see what you're doing. And usually, when it comes to visuals are easily interpretable, faster than the raw results that you have. So for you to communicate your results better, you have to communicate it through dashboards, through reports to your audience. And usually, especially when your audience are not data professionals that understand the results from the raw states, the visuals you create will enable them to understand faster what the data contains. So that's that. So then, why a career now as a data analyst? So why should you choose a career as a data analyst? Currently, the salaries range from 168,000 naira to 481,000 naira. That's for Nigerian data analysts, or more, especially when you are more experienced, depending on your year of experience that you've gathered. Then, aside that, you can also work as a remote or hybrid work. Especially thanks to COVID-19, we've got to realize that it's possible to work from home and deliver well, so that most companies today do not even want you to come on site. They prefer you work remotely from home. So if you're considering, I have a job, I have something I'm doing already, it doesn't mean you can work from anywhere you are. So that's one, the second. And the third one is you can freelance. There are several freelance websites that you can be part of, then offer your freelancing services to your to people. Then aside that, you can also start your own consulting firm where you're going to be a consultant, a data analytics consultant that will be providing solutions to people depending on the data that they bring in. So then, why learn from Business Data Laboratory? Business Data Laboratory is a company. Business Data Laboratory is a company that helps businesses harness the hidden insights in their data through the data analytics consultancy services. Then we also offer trainings online. Part of it is the one we have tonight. This one is a free session. We also offer paid courses to people. Then we as well also offer training in data analytics using several software. We have data analytics using R, data analytics using Power BI. Then as well, we also help you in training you for data product development. And it doesn't even stop at that. We also help in research and training. And as well, we also help in training for products owner, Scrum, the agile methodology, because we are an agile methodology-driven organization. So these are the classes in person I was taking a few years ago before the onset of COVID-19. But ever after COVID-19, we restricted our classes to online, except for when it's specifically demanded for. That's when we do in-person classes now. Oh, I forgot to tell us, we are based in Abuja. We're based in Abuja. So that's then our classes. We offer virtual classes, Zoom meetings like this one we are doing now. Then we also have shared documents management, so that after the classes, you can have the slides or the documents used for the classes. And we record our classes so that if peradventure you miss a class, you can get the recordings not to miss out too much. Then we also offer email, chat, messenger to contact you. Then we also offer weekly, then weekend online classes. Then our curriculum is skill tailored to ensure by the end of the day, you get the right skills as demanded in the labor market, in the industry. Then we have dedicated and supportive instructors. Our schedule is flexible so that it's okay for your working condition. Then you have virtual classes like this. Then also train you to get portfolio ready projects by the end of the trainings. These portfolio ready projects, they will help you in selling you better to your employers. Then let's meet our instructors. The first person is Bidikisu Umi Olatunji. She has an MSc in Information Technology from the University of Liverpool. Then she's also a data scientist and an R Shiny developer, and also a certified R Studio instructor in Tidyverse and R Shiny. She's as well a certified Scrum Master and product owner, and as well an Agile coach. The next person is Amayiraho Robinson, Uganda. He also has a BSc in statistics. He's a data scientist and as well an R Shiny developer. He's a certified R Studio instructor in Tidyverse. The next person is Adeju Moridwan Suleiman. He has a BSc in statistics. He's a data scientist and an R Shiny developer, and as well an Udemy instructor. Then the next person is Faida Bukola Bello. She has a BSc in statistics. She's a data scientist and an R Shiny developer, and as well a certified Scrum Master. So now, over to the business of today. So what is Python? Why are we using Python tonight? What about Python? Everywhere is, okay, I want to use Python, I want to learn Python. What is Python itself? Python is a high-level multipurpose programming language used in web development, machine learning and artificial intelligence, data analysis, robotics and automation, and as well scientific computing. So as you're learning tonight, as you're embarking on this journey of using Python for your data analytics, you can as well understand that there are some persons that use Python for web development, that's for software engineers, then for artificial intelligence too, then for data analysis that you're using tonight, then also for scientific computing, then for robotics and automation. So Python is a multi-purpose. You can use it for several things, not just for data analytics. That's one of the reasons it's one of the highest, most sought after software today. So why Python? It's open source. It is multi-purpose. It is beginner friendly due to its simplicity, readability, and flexibility. And again, it has a large and active community of users. So what is Anaconda? Anaconda is, when you're hearing Python, usually you should it goes along with Anaconda. Anaconda is a free and open source distribution of the Python and R programming languages. So it's a platform for data scientists and machine learning professionals, and it has a collection of over 1,500 pre-built packages and tools. So usually when you install your Anaconda, it will help you in getting some platforms used for Python and also for R programming languages. And that's a platform where data scientists and machine learning users use mostly. So installing Anaconda can be installed from the Anaconda official website. Wait, let me ask us, has any one of us downloaded Anaconda? Do we have Anaconda in on our system? Mr. Khalid, let me start with you. Have you installed Anaconda on your system, sir? Oh, Mr. Khalid, can you hear me? Mr. Debot Amola, additional. What about you, sir?
Not at all.
Okay. I'll be dropping a link in the session, chat session now.
I appreciate that.
Okay. So with this, I've sent the links to everyone. So Mr. Adedamola Abdulkadir, how about you, sir? What about you, sir? Have you installed Anaconda on your system? I mean Python, Jupyter Notebooks. Do you have that? Do you have them on your system? Okay. While waiting for Mr. Abdulkadir's response, Miss Benita, how about you, ma'am? Okay, Mr. Khalid said he's having trouble with his. Okay.
No, I don't have it yet. Sorry, I was carried away. Sorry, I don't have it yet.
Okay.
Abdulkadir Ademola.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. I sent a link to the chat session. Please let's try and download the Anaconda official, the Anaconda software first. Because earlier we talked about Anaconda being the host of Python and R package platforms. So we're going to be needing Anaconda on our system. So when we are done with installing Anaconda, then we can move ahead to Jupyter Notebooks for the main work. So what is Jupyter Notebooks? Jupyter Notebooks is an open source web application. It is for data analysis, it's used for scientific computing and also machine learning. Machine learning engineers, data scientists, data analysts all use Jupyter Notebooks. It supports the Python programming language. So you get the Jupyter Notebooks usually from the Anaconda. So in case you do not have the opportunity to install Anaconda on your system due to some reasons, there are some alternatives that you can use too. You can use Google Colab. That one it's online, but you have to get your data to be able to run it. Then you can as well use Visual Studio Code and also Cargo Notebooks. Let me take us through each one of them. Google Colab. So can we all see it? So just like Google Colab, then open it. You see, it's because I've used it for some things before. But then tonight, I want to use a new notebook. So I'll click on new notebook. It makes me a new notebook altogether. So with this, I can enter on as well. Is it for my this thing? Then this interface, the interface that Google Colab has, it's similar to that of Jupyter Notebooks too. So in case, and there are times that you may not be able to install some packages on your Jupyter Notebooks. When you come down to Google Colab, it does that easily. Do remember you have to have your data, mobile data switched on. So in case, so not to take much of our time tonight, if it's that we do not have Jupyter notebooks installed on our systems. So for tonight, we encourage us all to use Google Colab. Remember earlier, I said you just type Google Colab on Google, then you click a new notebook. Are we all on the same page here? Mr. Khalid, please, you can type if you can hear me. Are you with me, sir? Okay, yes. Mr. Khalid said yes. Mr. Adedamola Adeshina, what about you, sir?
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Miss Benita.
Yes, well.
Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, I think that's okay. Mr. Ademola Abdulkadir, how far? I said we can use Google Colab instead of Jupyter notebooks, at least for the sake of this class tonight. Okay, so let's move on. So back to my slides. So we have several Python libraries for data analysis. Part of them are, we have Pandas, NumPy, Matplotlib, Seaborn, Plotly itself, and these are common Python libraries used for data analysis. So now, for those of us who have Python, Anaconda installed on our system, if I visual we have anyone who has Anaconda installed on our system, what you do is, from Anaconda, we said it earlier that Anaconda hosts Jupyter notebooks too. So you just come down to your window and type Jupyter notebooks. I hope we all can see this. So you right click, okay, then double click on it. Okay, wait. I'd opened it earlier. Let me put it. Okay, yes. So I'll come down to the search bar, type Jupyter notebooks. Then click open. So can you see Jupyter notebook actually goes in line with your browser? But that doesn't mean it needs data, no. It doesn't need, except when you want to install a new package. That's when you need to have your data or your Wi-Fi on. If not, it doesn't need the data. So I believe everyone can see my screen here. So in case I have any, we can see I have data, I have files, I have running, I have clusters. So in case I want to get the report of the terminals that are running or the notebooks that are running. So I just come to running here. So as indicated here, it says for terminals, there are no terminals running. Then for notebooks too, there are no notebooks running. So that's interesting. So coming back to my files here. So I have new here, right? So for new, we have notebook. For notebook, there is only Python 3 notebook. Then for other, we have text file, folder, then terminal. So for this terminal is usually used for installing new packages. So in case I'm interested in installing a new package, I'll come to my terminal as I had earlier, then click on and then type conda install, okay, NumPy, then click on enter, then select enter. That's one. And this is because it's Jupyter is subdotted by Anaconda. If not, if it were to be another terminal from, say, the command prompt, I'll just type pip install, then the name of the package that I want to install. So let's go back to the home page. So this is seen as the home page. So in case I want to log out, I'll just click on this for logout, and then I'm not logging out since I'm just starting now. So then if I want to upload any file, usually, remember as a data analyst, we said earlier that I'm going to be working with data sets. So if I want to upload any of my data sets, I'll come to this upload option here, and it will take me to, it will pop, this window will pop out. When this pops out, then I'll navigate to the directory of the file I want to use. Then I'll click on this, then upload. But for tonight, we're not doing anything of such. So new, we're going to be opening a new, creating a new notebook. So yes, I have my new notebook here. It's named Untitled 12. So for me to rename my notebook, can you see I'm hovering my cursor over Untitled 12 here? Either I do that, then double click. For double clicking, by double clicking, I have this. So I'll just write it there, data analytics with Python. Data analytics with Python. Then click on, then select rename here. That's one way. Then another way is I can come down to file here. You see, then select rename. But since I'm not interested in renaming the file, I'll leave it that way. So I've successfully renamed it to data analytics with Python. Are we all on the same page? I hope I'm not running too fast. Hello, everyone.
Hi,
Okay. I said, I hope I'm not running too fast.
not at all.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. So moving on. For tonight, we're going to be treating Python variables. But before we go, you see earlier, Jupyter Notebook can be used for, you can use it to write codes and as well use it for Markdown purpose. For Markdown, if you type Markdown, it's like you're typing on text. It's not like code, it's different. So if you want to switch it from code to Markdown, so you have this option there, just click on this drop down button. We have code, we have Markdown row, and we convert then heading. So it depends on what you're interested in using it for. Usually, most times we're going to be using the code, but that doesn't stop us from also using Markdown option too. So for the we'll be using the Markdown, and that's going to be, okay, I want to name this page. So that's going to be okay, Python variables. Then Control Enter. You see, there are shortcuts here. Open the command palette. So if you want to change cell to code, use the command mode Y. Click on select Y from the keyboard. Change cell to heading 1. You see 1. So the shortcuts are there. Just click on this one, then note it down for subsequent times. So in case you want to search for what you want, okay, a new cell. If I'm interested in changing my cell to something else, or I want to select a new cell. Everything is there. So then select the click on B. B will give you a new cell with code option automatically. It's code option. That's what B does. Where is it here? Sir? Can you see insert cell below? So when you want to insert a new cell, command mode is B. So just select B from your keyboard. Then when you want to delete also, just do double D. Where is it? Okay, select D. So you want to paste cells below to, so these are the options here. And these ones actually also work. These shortcuts also work for Colab, Google Colab, so we can note them down. Right. So when you want to delete a cell, you click on D twice. So that's that. Otherwise, if you want to come to this, you can click on this, select this plus symbol down to also insert a new cell below the selected cell already. So that's that. So Python variables, what are variables to start with? Variables are containers for holding values. Then they are used for creating, they are created by assigning a value to a particular name. So if you want to keep some things, say you want to, it's a container for holding values. So it's a variable can contain more than one value. Depends on the values that you assign to that variable. So let's write it out too. So I'll change this option to Markdown. Then type, okay, variables are containers for holding values. And again, variables are created by assigning a value to a particular name. Oh, no problem, Mr. Khalid. I got your message. Please be safe. Okay. So a particular name. So the option Control Enter. So select the option Control Enter. So Control Enter, written that's there. So then let's look at how we can, let's look at variable assigning values to variables, variable assignments. So let's say my variable name is K. K equals to 98. This is variable K. So variable K equals to 98. So let me do Control Enter B to select another cell. If I should type K here, then select it's outputs 98 to me. And that's because I've initially assigned 98 to it. I've assigned 98 to the variable K name. So I can print out my variable name like this, or use the print function, print into brackets K. Then select Control Enter. I still have it as 98. So B. So let's say, okay, I want to change it from that to, I want to rename another variable. It's a new value assigned to it. So, and we have, okay, names equals to name equals to Salim. Then print name. Then control enter. So Salim. So anytime I call the name, I call name written this way, it gives me the output as Salim. And that's because I've initially assigned the value Salim to the name variable. We can go on and on, naming any type of variable we want. Okay. Let's say level equals to, into quotes, level 300 level. So I should print level out. Zero the output as 300 level. For this, I'm not putting 98 into any codes, but I am for Salim, and that's because 98 is actually an integer, while this one is a character. So in case I want to delete a cell, remember earlier I just click on D twice. That's all. Select the cell, D twice. That's all. So yes, so let's look at rules for naming variable in Python. Rules for naming variable in Python. Remember, what I've just typed here is not a code. Can we see that this for, because it's part of the used words in Python, so it has highlighted it and given it to me as in green color. And that's because it's assuming I'm typing codes, but I'm not. So I'll change the selection here from code to markdown. So can we see everything is uniform here? So in case you know some this thing, how to write, how to use some HTML codes. So I'm holding it. So then this. Then for these two, I can do it that way. Make it a list. I want to make it a list. Okay. LI. Open tag. Close tag. LI. LI. Tab. Then close tag. And click on. Okay, so I've provided it to list. Of course, that's written in HTML, markdown. So that's that. Then moving on, what are the rules for variable naming in Python? The first one we should notice that a variable name must start with a letter or the underscore character. Let's write that out. A variable name so let me make it a list as I did earlier. A variable name must start with a letter or the underscore character. By underscore, I mean this. This is the underscore character. Can we see it? Well, I believe you know what an underscore character is. So in case when you want to name your variable, either the name variable name starts with a letter, depending on how many characters are included in your variable names. Either we have it as a letter, starting with a letter, or starting with an underscore character like this. With the letter or the underscore character. So I'll be closing back this. Remember it's marked down, so Control Enter. So I have this one. So let me select B. For a new cell. A new cell has been created here. So for this, okay, a variable name must have the letter or the underscore character. So age equals to 45. This is a variable name. So I have my variable name on the left hand side and value the right hand side. So age equals 45 or weight equals, or say mass equals 465 or class equals to kindergarten. So remember it's not an integer, so I'm going to this one. So then Control Enter. How it is, so select my B. If I want to print these ones out using the print function, I'll print age out. That's my age. I can print mass out too. I have my mass here. And as well, I can print class out. Then I have the class written here, so I have it as kindergarten. So that's the rule 1. So we've seen examples from rule 1. So then let's take another rule again, that variable names are case sensitive. So I mark down that variable names are case sensitive. By case sensitive, what does that mean? It means that capital letter A is different from small letter A. Let's look at examples here. Level, written this way, level equals to 350. Okay, 100. It's different from level written with the first character being in uppercase. Equals to 450. Okay, 400. So if I should print these two variable names out, we're going to see that they are different. So be using selecting a new cell. Okay, let's print out. Print level. I have 100. Then print level with the first L as with the first L in uppercase are 400. So which shows that you shouldn't mind the cases of the characters of the variable names, because it sees these as different from this. So that's that. Then another rule, let's mark down in the list. Variable names cannot start with a number. It's a number. So a variable name in Python cannot start with a number. Let's look at an example, say 45J, 45 users. So this is my variable name, 45 users equals to, okay, whichever, okay, let me have it as 23. And let me print out the 45 users variable name. Can you see? An error is flagged saying invalid tax and syntax, line 1. Can you see? It says an invalid syntax, and that's because this variable name is starting with a number. It goes against the rules of variable names in Python. So we justify this rule. Then another one. The other rule says variable names can only contain alphanumerical. So remember how to change this to markdown. Variable names can only contain alphanumeric characters and underscores. So let's see an illustration from this one too. Alphanumeric, we mean, okay, 45 users here, like, is alphanumeric, but of course, remember it cannot start with a number, so it rather would be users 45 equals to 23. So I can print users 45, which is a variable name. No error. Nicely done. Let's look at another instance of this. Okay, variable 1 or variable set 3 equals to nylon. So printing out my variable 3 variable, no problem. So and underscores. So I can have underscores. So let's say, okay, option. Say my variable name is option equals to 4, 5, 6. So printing out option. No problem. So it's allowed this way too. So altogether, we've been able to look at 4 different rules of variable names in Python. So the first one we said is variable names. A variable name must start with a letter or the underscore character. The second one, variable names are case sensitive. The third one, variable names cannot start with a number. Then the other one, the fourth one, variable names can only contain alphanumeric characters and underscores. Then the other rule is keywords cannot be used as a variable name. So change this to markdown, then run. So what are keywords in Python? We have a whole lot of Python keywords are actually special reserved words that have specific meanings and purposes. One of the keywords, you can say print is also a keyword. It's a function. You know, it's their uses are different. Say, okay, 4 is part of the keywords in Python. If I should say 4 equals to say 67, then print. Oh. I see. An error, invalid syntax. And that's because 4 is a keyword, a Python keyword. So, and that's simple. You don't need to stress yourself too much to know the Python keywords. For the keywords, anytime you start typing and you see it's encoding in, like it's encoding it in green color like this, especially when you're using Jupyter notebooks, you know that's a keyword. So you leave it. And I wanted to use class. Class is part of the keywords. So after class, I can see it in green. So that's warns me that it is a keyword. So I can't use it as a variable name. So moving on. Let's say class equals KG1. You see to begin an error, print class. Invalid syntax, same way. So these are the 5 rules, naming rules for variables in Python. First one, a variable name must start with a letter or the underscore character. The second one, variable names are case sensitive. The third one, variable names cannot start with a number. The other one is variable names can only contain alphanumeric characters and underscores. Then keywords cannot be used as a variable name. So let's look at another option here. Let's justify it more. So it can only contain alphanumeric characters. So let's say I want to include a symbol into my variable name and let's see how it goes. my variable at 1, or let's say at my variable at equals to 6, 7, 8, then print my variable at invalid syntax. So it's not allowed because notes at is what? It's not a symbol, it's not an alphanumeric character, it's not a number, it's not a character, nor an underscore. So it's not allowed to be included into the variable name. So data for rule name, rules for variable naming in Python. So now let's look at some other things, and that's multi-word variable names. There are times that we want to name your variable names. Say something like my variable name, like my, okay, or my first variable. Can you see my first variable? So you have options. Either you use you do it, okay, everything in capital letter or everything in small letter as it is here, or okay, say my variable 90, or you can as well use the camel case. That's the first letter of, aside from this, F is going to be in capital, V2 is going to be in capital. So you have it, my first variable equals to 56. Then you can also use the Pascal case where the first character of each of the words joined together for the variable names are going to be in uppercase. That's my first variable equals to 89. Then you can as well include underscore, so that is going to be my first variable equals to 70. You see no error, of course, they conform with the rules for naming variables in Python. So let's call out printouts, print them out one by one. And you see this is for my first variable. So that means it's okay. And print out to my first variable. That's 56. That's interesting too. Then as well, print out. The third one is done using Pascal case. So I have my M, F, and V in capital, in upper cases. So my first variable, that's 89 as written here. So then next one, that's print my first variable 70. So interesting. So now, ever since we started this name variable, we've been just adding just one value to a variable, just a value to a variable, value to a variable, value to a variable. So we can as well do multiple values to multiple variable assignments. So multiple values. Okay. Multiple values to multiple variable assignments. So remember, it's saying a good option to change it to Markdown, then Control Enter. So select a new cell using B. So here now I wrote every one of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 different variables here. And I put them in different, using equals to here, equals to here, equals to here. I can as well have all the variable names in one side and have all the values too on the other side. So let's do that. So, but for that, let's use another names, like other new names. Okay. Okay, name. Say name. Level. Race. And say ethnicity. So the name, okay, I have the name as, okay, Royce, comma, the level as, okay, Royce is 100 level. So level as 100 level, comma, the race is African. Then ethnicity, Igbo, or country or whatever. So when you start printing each of these variable names, can you see we have 4 variable names here and 4 different values assigned to each of them. So the first variable name here is name. So that means the first value here to be for the first variable, which means the name is going to be raised. Of course, let's look at it by printing them out one after the other. Then print city. Guys, it has been successfully printed out. My name to be Royce, the level to be 100 level, race to be African, then ethnicity to be Igbo. So this is done. This is faster, it uses smaller time compared to the way I did it here, one after the other. So I can as well, okay, let me have, okay, another example. Country, color, position, and status equals to, okay, the country is Angola. Let's say the color is purple. The color prepared by Angola, let's say it's purple then. The position is, fourth. Then status. Okay, the status could be good. So when I start printing them one after the other, okay, let's say I'm only interested in knowing the color. So just print color, add it as purple. But let's say I want to know the status too. Print status. Add it as good. So and like that. So then it's also possible to have one value to multiple variable assignments, just one value, and has multiple variables. That means more than 2 variables assigned to it. So one value to multiple variable assignments. So remember to change this to markdown. Value to multiple variable assignments. So I can have, okay, say an example is Kano. Okay, say state equals to capital equals to and LGA equals to Kano. Everything here equals to Kano. So let me start calling them one after the other. If I should print states here, remember my states, the S is in capital letter. I write as Kano. Print capital. I write as Kano too. And that's because Kano is assigned to all the three variables, that's the state, the capital, and the LGA variable names. So that's that. Then let's look at comments. Comments in Python. So what are comments? Comments are used for code explanation. At times when you are going through, when you're typing your codes and you want someone reading the code to understand what you've done at some point in time. So you can just put a comment there. That's going to help guide the person to know more about what you're doing in your codes. So it's okay. Python comments. Remember to change this to markdown. So I have my Python comment too. Need to select the new cell below this. Then let's define comments. Comments are used for code explanation. So in case you are not there to defend your codes, your comments will help you do that. Okay. So comments are as well used to make codes more readable. As well used to make codes more readable. Again, comments are used to prevent code execution. So there are times when you don't want a certain cell to run, or say a certain line to be considered as a code that will be run by this thing. So you just comment it out. Let's look at an example. So then the comment symbol usually is this. So when you have the symbol here, when you type it, any other thing you type in, anything that comes after it will be regarded as comments and will not be viewed as a code that was going to be run. No. Example is, okay, let me say, okay, this is a comment. And so when I run it, nothing is done because it's just, comment is just like, as we said earlier, just to explain your code or explain any action you are taking at a specific time, depending on where and the message included in the comments. Then again, let's say you do not, okay, this is used for code explanation. Okay, you want to use it to prevent code execution. Okay, I have, okay, 2 plus 7. When I run it, it gives me 9, right? So, but when I want to prevent it from running, just put this symbol in front, hash symbol, then 2 plus 7. When I run it, what happens? Nothing. So I've used these hash symbol used for commenting to stop it from executing. So there are times you see some codes that you have to uncomment them before you can get the results from them or get output from them. So then, okay, this is a comment. Is this a comment? No. Is this a comment? No, because remember, I didn't change this option to Markdown and it's in code form. Perhaps you actually want to make it a comment, but you've not done the right thing to do, which is changing, starting it with the hash symbol. With the hash symbol, every other thing that comes after is a comment. Then we can also do it in such a way like this. So, okay. 34 minus 15. They want to, okay. This is the answer for the first question. Can you see? It will still run. And that's because this symbol for comments came after the actual code that you want to run. So this is the only thing that's not going to be run. And this one is okay. It's a perfect example for, say, it's explaining this code in front of it. So any other thing coming after this hash symbol is automatically regarded as a comment and will not be run. So for anything, any code that you're not interested in running, maybe due to you wanting it to be an explanation for the code you've written, or you want to just keep it there to observe some other things without running it. So you use the comments to do that. So I think this is where we're going to be doing our content here for tonight. Does anyone have any question before we go? Oh, we only have Mr. Additional here.
Yeah, thank you for the training. I really enjoyed it. And some of us are slow learners, so, you know.
Yeah,
And
well,
we have to go through the video again, as the link to the video has already been pasted. I'm going to go through the video again and see where and where I would like, you know, a little bit of help, and I will get across to you. Thank you very much for the training.
It's
Thank
my
you.
pleasure, sir. What of Miss Benita? Do you have any question, ma? So by tomorrow morning, we're going to get a link to tonight's video in our email. What's reading?
Hello, everyone. Thank you for staying with us. Thank you, Ms. Benita, and also thank you, Mr. Adidamola. So hope you people enjoyed the class and you were able to learn a lot. So we're able to learn a lot. Thank you also, Faida, for the class. I really appreciate that great presentation. So we're going to be meeting the same time also tomorrow, God's willing, and we're going to be continuing. I'm going to be talking about data types and also data structures in Python. So what are the various data types we have in Python? So how does Python reads various values which you are going to be storing as a variable? So I'm going to be talking about those tomorrow evening in God's willing. So the video is going to be available by tomorrow morning. And also I've already shared the YouTube video, so you can just go maybe to Roman, just check the YouTube video to see if the video has already been uploaded. So that's the video for the recording. So thank you very much. I think today we'll draw a curtain in this place. Oh, is there any questions? Anybody with questions or any clarifications that we can make? Okay. Okay, so maybe I'll take that as a no. So I think all of us, we are good to go. Okay, so thank you everyone for joining the class.